Hello everyone and welcome to Matchday Live. We're here in the Talk studio today, but the boys are at Exeter. What are you going to make of this game today? It is a big one. First time at Exeter's ground. What do you make of it? Hopefully they will show us what we're missing today and get those goals in the back of the net. It's a bit of a new era for Salford City. A new manager has come into force. We'll hear from him later in the show. But as I said, get your score predictions in. We've already got plenty of them coming our way. We have got Paul Lomas that says 5-0 to the Ammies he's going with. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments right now. I'll be reading them out live on air. This is what it is about now. The lineup is on your screens to your right. I have got it right in front of me here. There are two changes to the side. We've got Vaslav Haladki, Ibu Torre, Jason Lowe, Ash Eastham is captain this time. We've got Tom Clark, Ash Hunter, Jordan Turnbull, Oscar Threlkeld, James Wilson, Brandon Thomas Asante and Henderson. What do you make of that line? Very strong. Do you think it will battle against Exeter today? What are you thinking? The playoffs is all to play for. That table is very, very tight together. Now, one man that could be the difference today, he's on the bench, Manny Dizaruwe. We spoke to him early this week. He's been terrific with what he has been doing so far for the team, being that impact player. So let's hear from him now.
All right, well, Manny, thanks for joining us. We'll start off 100 appearances. What an achievement that is for the club.
Yeah, it's a great achievement, to be fair. I think when I first signed, I probably didn't expect to make that many appearances, but over the years, it's been a really enjoyable time for me. And yeah, I'm really happy to be able to make that many appearances for the club.
I mean, the amount that has changed in that time, when you came in and, that first interview, you sat in the old rotten stands, how do you feel about the changes and the developments at the club in the last 3-4 years?
Yeah, the changes have been massive. I think, like you said, that stand got knocked down pretty quickly at the start of that season, and I think the stadium was up and finished within like 2 months of the season starting, wasn't it? So there's been a lot of changes, and there've been good changes though. I think the club's come on leaps and bounds since I first signed, and it's been a real great experience to be part of the club in this time.
And how have you found it coming through the levels? Because it's yourself and Ibu, you come from National North through the National League into League Two. How have you found coping with the different levels of football?
Yeah, to be fair, I think early on in my career, I'd played quite a few games. I was involved with quite a few games in League One and League Two. So it was obviously a drop down in levels to sign for Salford in the Conference North. But I felt, going through the leagues that the likes of myself and Ibu and even some of the lads that I've left could cope with the levels, and we gave a good account of ourselves, I think, for each level. And I think it's been a good step up for all of us, and it's obviously an achievement to be still here after all these seasons.
And in that time, what sort of stands out for you? Standout memories. I mean, I think Wembley's probably top of the agenda twice and to win twice, but what are your favourite moments so far?
Yeah, I think all the achievements, obviously the promotion from Conference North and then from the conference, and obviously Papa John's recently, I think that they all rank the same. I think for me, an achievement at this club, it's been amazing. It's been an honour to share it with the likes of Ibu and everybody from the likes of Babs and yourself and all the media team and everyone involved in the club. It's been a real honour.
And I think going back to 2019, it wasn't just scoring at Wembley in the playoff final. It's then when we started the League Two chapter, the 2 goals against Stevenage. From that day, do you think that really set the precedent as to where we wanted to go in league football? We couldn't really ask for a better start than that.
Yeah, it was a great day. Like you say, that's another memory that I'd hold on to for my time at Salford. And I think we started really well that season. We came out the blocks firing that day. It was a great day, first game of the season. And I think since then we've, as a club, definitely tried to put our stamp in the league and make sure we're always competing. And the messages from everyone at the club is to push on every single season for promotion and be one of the teams that are fighting at the top of the league.
So that was big man there, Manny Desiree. Do you think he has a goal in him today? People are buzzing about him, a new managerial change that can do a lot for a player. And as I said, stay tuned, you'll be hearing from new manager's interview very, very soon. But let's get some comments in just before we play you that. So we have got Jayton with his score prediction saying, guess who's back again? I'm back with a 2-0 score prediction with Henderson and Václav Hladky. What do you make of that? We've got Alessio Talamo that says, from Italy, Forza Salford, my score prediction is 2-0 to Salford too. It's a bit of a common one today. Now let's go on Facebook. We have got Jason Crowden that says, afternoons are a big game for many reasons today. 2-1 win for Salford City Football Club. That's exactly what we want to hear, don't we? I mean, well, Václav Hladky would want a clean sheet. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that. Now, Sam Sowell says, Salford City 4, Exeter 0. How incredible would that be? I seen a statistic earlier on from one of our fans that said the last time that they brought a kick-off forward, Salford City won 4-0. Do you think that will happen today? Remember, it's an early kick-off, 1 o'clock kick-off, as I have said previously. Go to live.salfordcityfc.co.uk. It is the only way to watch the game. That website is scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. Make sure you tune in and you support the club. It really does matter. Now, as I said, a managerial change this week, which means potentially a new style of play. Exeter might not know what's going to hit them. So let's hear from the man himself, Gary Bowyer.
Okay, well, Gary, welcome to Salford City. What are your first impressions?
Thank you very much. It's really good to be here. First impressions are, everybody's made me feel very welcome from Karen down, and excited to be here first and foremost, and then going out there and training with the lads this morning. It's so obvious the quality that we have within the squad. So I was excited, like I said beforehand, and very excited now after witnessing the quality that they produced in the actual session as well.
How was that actual session with the lads? Is it first impressions always that important? The lads showing that to you?
Yeah, I think spoke to him very briefly beforehand and just said, look, this is what you'll get from me, this is what to expect from me, and I expect the same back. And it's a clean slate for everybody, and get yourself in the team for the weekend. And the way that they've performed this morning, they've all put themselves forward. And the hard bit for me will be come Friday when I pick the team and name the team. But what you want is exactly what I saw this morning in terms of their effort, their commitment, and their quality shone through.
You do bring with you that experience of League Two in some of your prior appointments. What can the lads expect from the league at this time of season, and what do you expect of them when we get to this run-in?
I've said to the players this morning that, you look at the squad, they should take a hell of a lot of confidence and belief from the quality that we have in there. And it's up to us to match the opposition in terms of their fight and in terms of the mentality, especially at this stage of the season. Conditions sometimes won't be great because of the pitches and the state that we're in, but there cannot be no excuses with it. We've got 11 games now to go and play some really aggressive football, both with and without the ball, and then see where it takes us.
I suppose finally the ultimate question: what do you want to achieve in those 11 games?
Oh, listen, it's the education that I've had from a very, very young age. Whatever you're competing in, whatever you're doing, you want to win. And, we've got to obviously try and get as many victories as possible out of these remaining 11 games and see where that actually leaves us at come the end of the season. But, that's the outcome. What we've got to concentrate on is the things that we can really control, which is our performances and, our effort and our mentality.
So that was our new manager, Gary Bowyer. What do you make of that new appointment for Salford City Football Club? Let me know in the comments. We've got Nigel Keep that's saying he is saying a Hunter hat-trick today. Please could you say hi to Sam? So a big hi, Sam, from everyone here at Salford and from Matchday Live. Now we will have a big birthday shout out as well that's been sent to us to Ken Flint, a big long time Amy, so a shout out, happy birthday to you. We hope that you have an amazing day and we hope that Salford City get the result for you. Now there is some more Amy's, not necessarily two-legged one but a four-legged one. Take a look at this little one right here. How cute is this? Now if you want to know who this is Hudson Threlkeld. Yes, you heard that right. He is supporting Oscar today. How cute is this? He is very, very cute, isn't he? Repping the Salford City shirt. Let me know if you have any four-legged friends too that are in the Salford City spirit. He could be our good luck charm today, couldn't he? Let's get some more score predictions from you guys. We have got Dave Farrar that says, gonna celebrate the first goal like a madman. I'm going 3-0 to the Ammies. 3-0 is a solid prediction there, Dave. We have got Harry Day that says Brandon Thomas Asante 1-0. We've got Lennon Standish that says he thinks 2-1 to Salford City. Scott Brown agrees and says 2-1 as well. Stephanie Lambert, now she says 1-0 to Salford. Super Tommy Clark is going to get the back post. Loved a Tommy Clark goal. If I'm calling him Tommy Clark now, it makes him just seem even better. I can imagine the chants in the West Stand right now. But it's a shame you guys can't be there, so support Salford City from home by going to live.salfordcityfc.co.uk. Now we want to get a little bit of an insight into Exeter, don't we, just to see what it's going to be like there. So we decided to speak to Craig Bratt, who is their media team member. He's been loving it there, he's experienced it and experienced the whole aspects of the club, and he's also stated the players to watch out for, who he thinks could be the star men today. So let's hear from him. Here's Craig.
Okay, so thank you, Craig, for joining us on Matchday Live on this not so live pre-record. But you've been a part of Exeter's media team this season. What has it been like personally for you on your journey in the media team?
Oh, it's been superb. You know, I'm not from the area, and I've been welcomed to Exeter and welcomed to the club by, you know, the fans and the staff really warmly. And I've, you know, it's been hard that the supporters haven't been with us. So, you know, to cover the club for them while they can't be there, it's been a real honour. And, you know, it's been an up and down season. We've had some superb highs, we've had some lows, which you always get in football. But I've really enjoyed it, and I really, you know, can't wait for the rest of the season and hopefully a few more years to come here, because I'm really enjoying it.
Now, Exeter Alls have a really good reputation for development with teams, especially with your academy and producing players such as Ollie Watkins. Do you think that's something that Exeter have over other League Two teams?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, every week really, there's 5 or 6 players in the starting lineup that have come from the academy. I think we've had it as high as 11 in the whole Matchday squad this season. You know, you've got players like Joel Randall, Matt J, Josh Key, Archie Collins, who, you know, Archie Collins deputises as captain quite a lot, and he's only 21. The way they develop players down here and, you know, get them into the first team, and it's no surprise that a player like Ollie Watkins, hopefully when this goes out, would have made his England debut against San Marino, because it's the way they do it. They, you know, they make good money out of these players because of the way they develop them. I think, you know, you speak to the academy side, they turn them from boys into men. And, you know, there's a few players in our team at the moment that will struggle to hold on to in the summer because of how good they've been. And, you know, I think, I can't remember the exact number, but it's almost like 25 goals this season we've scored have either been created or scored by an academy product. We've had a 16-year-old goalkeeper on the bench for most of the season. You know, the average age of our bench sometimes is probably 20, 21, just from youth products. So it's no surprise really that a lot of people, the Exeter City's academy gets a lot of plaudits from a lot of people because of how we do develop her. And we put a lot of trust in them as well. And that's almost, I think, when you lose a game, perhaps, and if it's quite a young team, the supporters are more forgiving because they know it's still a learning curve. They're still developing themselves, and they very much know that they're getting better. They're getting better every week. These youngsters, they really are.
Now, obviously, we are facing you on Saturday. Who do you think is going to be the star man for Exeter, the one that Salford will have to watch out for?
It's always going to be Matchday. Even when he's having a quiet game, he's brilliant. He scored a hat-trick a few weeks ago. He followed that up with a free kick the weekend after that. He's been unbelievable this season. 16 league goals. I think he's in double figures for assists. He's absolutely flying. Really nifty player that sits behind just the main striker, Ryan Bowman, and he gets into all sorts of areas. 1 minute he's just watching the press box, 1 minute he's that side, the next minute, within 5 seconds, he's up the other end or the other side of the pitch. How on earth he got there? He loves a drop of the shoulder. And because he's so small, especially against big defenders, he just wriggles past them. He's a really, really dangerous threat. And I imagine he's a nightmare for goalkeepers because you just do not know when he's going to hit the ball. He might be 30 yards out. He might wait until he's 6 yards in, He's a brilliant player. He's a really down-to-earth guy as well.
Hopefully he's not going to be a nightmare for Bad Salford here. Now, finally, I want to ask you, what is your score prediction that you're going with?
I really expect a response from the lads after the last week or so. Going off the form book and, scoring records this season, I'm going to go for 2-0 to Exeter, maybe 2-1. But I do have a belief in the lads that they will get the win because I know, how hard they've been working this week to put things right. So a narrow home win.
Okay, well, I think our fans will certainly disagree with that. But thank you for joining us on Matchday Live. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Zara.
So that was Craig Bratt. Big thank you to Craig for that interview. What do you make of his thoughts on Exeter? As he said, well, at the time he said that Ollie Watkins, obviously an academy graduate from Exeter, he hopefully would have made his debut, and he did, and scored a great goal too. So we see what the development and the coaching skills is like at Exeter. What do you make of it? Let me know in the comments if you think they are a real threat to us today. We have got Lennon that says, I completely agree with Craig with his comments. He definitely had a lot to say, didn't he? It's nice to get that insight. It's a shame you guys can't be there, but at least we have that little bit of knowledge that we can have in the back of our minds as we watch today's fixture. Now, if you want to watch today's fixture, go to live.salfordcityfc.co.uk. Make sure you go there. It's available worldwide, so no matter where you are in the world, make sure you tune in. UK viewers, it is £10 for you, international £7. Those prices are set by the EFL, and those prices are due to the exchange rate as well. Now, there's a video match pass and there's an audio match pass. So the video match pass, you'll have the full game with full commentary by club commentator Will Moorcroft. You'll also get replays too, because we want to watch those goals back. There's sure to be plenty today. There is a buzz around the lads with everything that's been going on and switching up and changing here at Salford City, so it's sure to be a good one. Now let's get some score predictions in for us now too. We have got Hansley that says, I've been playing Salford City in FIFA and he loves the club, so a big thank you for your support virtually too. We've got Chris Cooper that says 2-0 for Salford City. He says Wilson and Brandon Asante to get a goal. What do you make of that score prediction? We've got Wilson in the starting lineup, but we've got Brandon Thomas Asante starting too. Do you think those two will be a really good pairing? Do you think they'll get on? Let me know in the comments. This is your chance to be heard. We've also got Stephanie Lambert that says, please could you give a big congrats to Jeffney for landing a promotion this weekend. She predicts a solid 2-0 to the Ammies. So Jeffney, a big congrats from everyone here. Let's hope that you can celebrate today with a Salford City win, and congratulations to you. We've got Ian Malone, one of our lovely committee members, book that says 2-1 to Salford City. Do you think he is going to be right? We'll go through all the score predictions at half-time and see how you are all getting on. Now, we'll have some more score predictions very, very soon, but let's get an insight into what Exeter are like. Here's the highlights from our draw last time we faced them. So those were our highlights from the last time we faced Exeter. What do you make of them? Do you think any of those players will certainly represent themselves in a good way for Salford today? Let me know what you think now. We have got Damien Rowley, said he's looking forward to the new appointment with Gary Bowyer. He said that he is a very good coach, looking forward to see what happens through training too. We do have our training videos, so make sure you tune into the halftime show, because Damien, you'll get to see what training was like with our exclusive clip of Inside Training. Now we've got some more score predictions. We've got Steve Horton. Hope that's a relation to Nick Horton, former Salford player. He says Brandon Thomas Asante is going to get a hat-trick today. What an experience and explosion that would be to these live chats right now if that happens. Hopefully it does. We have got Slough Town Vlogs that says 3-1 Salford City and a Brandon Thomas Asante hat-trick again. So another buzz there about Brandon Thomas Asante. It seems that you guys are thinking that Exeter could be the place that he's going to bag a plenty of goals. We've got Damien Rowley that says, come on Salford, Big Manny on as a sub, and it's going to be 3-0. Let me know who you think the goal scorers are going to be. Let me know what you're thinking. We have also got Nathaniel that says that he's looking forward to a Salford City win too. It's going to be a great game today. We've got Hansley too that says, I'm from Mauritius. Great team, Salford City. I'm supporting you today, and on FIFA he has just won a few cups for us too. Love the support. You can always play us on FIFA. All the lads are on there, so it's kind of great to represent them and see what it's like when you're playing as them. So check it out too. We have our official Salford City esports team that are really good at representing Salford too virtually. Now we're only 4 minutes away from kickoff, so it's going to be very, very soon when you see the lads. Make sure you get your match pass by going to live.salfordcityfc.co.uk. If you go in there, you'll get two options. One is an audio match pass, which is just commentary on the whole game. The second one is a video match pass. Now that is the one where you'll get to see the game in full, with full commentary and replays too. It's the only way to do it, and you'll be supporting the club. So tune in. It's available worldwide. So people like Ian Malone, one of our committee members, and Hansley all the way from Mauritius, you can all tune in to that link, live at salfordcityfc.co.uk. salfordcity.co.uk and watch the game and support the club. So come on, you mammies, hopefully we will get a win today. That is all for Matchday Live on this pre-match show. Get on that website, onto live.salfordcityfc.co.uk. Your match pass is about to begin. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. Tune in, support the club, and I'll be back at half time on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. Thank you for watching.